Hi guys, it's Monday, and it's time for headlines. Woo! I'm Barry, this is Chris. Welcome to Cool Discussions, guys. It's Monday, your favorite day of the week, yes. Our favorite day of the week, for some headlines. I'm going to start you off with some little bit of UFC news. There was recently UFC 200 where Brock Lesnar fought, and it has come to light as of yesterday that Brock Lesnar has been flagged for a potential doping violation by the UFC. So what that means is that they... now, he hasn't tested positive. He's not guilty yet. But he has a B sample, like a B sample. The second sample that he's given is going to be tested now to see if there is anything wrong. Now, if there is, this will be the second time in less than a month that somebody in the UFC has been caught doping. Because as we know, John Jones was taken off UFC 200 because he was caught with some weird drug in his system or something. I don't know, but
well, because it's like cage fighting, maybe they should just let people dope. It's how they want to win a fight.
I think there should be some illegal things, but some of the things that are illegal kind of make me go, huh, okay. Because some people can like take a substance, like an over-the-counter something that you can buy at like a health store. They take it and it has something that's banned in it.
Yeah.
And they don't even know
that's
it.
the common excuse.
And that's it. So it's weird, but and this also has implications on the WWE because as we know, Brock Lesnar wrestles with them as well, and he's supposed to fight at SummerSlam.
Yeah, wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's supposed to fight at SummerSlam against Randy Orton, and this. As we know, WWE has a wellness program. They recently suspended Roman Reigns for 30 days for a violation. He was their WWE champion.
Oh.
And then he lost it, and then he got suspended.
Oh.
So
interesting.
There's been a few like doping scandals in the UFC and wrestling.
Well, for that matter, Russia has been banned from the Rio Olympic Games coming up.
Isn't it just their track? Or is it their whole... I think it's just their track
and field.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, they've been found that they've been doping as a training regiment. So, yay for them. Some of you might know this YouTube personality, PewDiePie. Apparently, he has been caught with his hand in the cookie jar. He has been receiving money to give good reviews on games, which, unless you disclose, is actually illegal.
Wow.
So,
that's like the whole, like we talked about a little bit last week, was the whole CS:GO thing. Now, Twitch has banned a certain site, a betting site for CS:GO off of Twitch because there's been so much scandal with it.
So it was only a matter of time before YouTube personalities started becoming corrupt too. It's just one of those things that happens.
This past week, last Tuesday, there was the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, in which the Tenors, a Canadian group, sang the national anthem, and
the Canadian national anthem.
Yeah, the Canadian national anthem, and one of them decided to turn this into a political message, and they held up a sign, a handwritten sign that said hashtag All Lives Matter, and he changed the words to "Oh Canada, we are all brothers and sisters, all lives matter" to the great. From the normal lyrics of "With glowing hearts, we see thee rise, the true north strong and free." The Tenors came out and said that he acted on his own. He has been kicked out of the group indefinitely until further notice. He has apologized, saying
profusely,
blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You're an idiot. You stuck your foot in your mouth. Good on you.
There was an emergency landing at the Calgary airport not too long ago. It's one of their smaller jet airlines. The nose wheel didn't want to lock into position, so it ended up landing on its nose. No injuries.
I think that happens more than we think.
Maybe it does, but I just heard about it in Calgary.
I like watching airplanes. It's cool. It's fun stuff. Hold on, I'm just reading this headline.
Oh.
Apparently the
Anglican
Church of Canada, I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Has approved same-sex marriages. Has said that they're going to recognize them.
Yes.
So that's kind of cool. I thought that's pretty big. We've talked about this previously. Check us out. Check it out on YouTube. We've gone into depth on the whole LGBTQ and the whole. Have we touched on same-sex marriage? I'm pretty sure we have somewhere. So this is kind of I think it's a big step. Me personally, I think it is because it's
for a church. Definitely.
For a church because they're all about the Bible, and in the Bible it says it's some sort of sin for a man and man to wed, right? Or sorry, the sanctity of marriage is between men and women, right? That's how it's worded.
The
right?
sanctity of marriage is between a man and a woman.
So it doesn't
actually
say that it's bad, but it's not recognized.
The point of that is that it's the buggery that goes on in the relationship that's is a sin. So they don't want that to happen when you get married.
So now they're saying, "Hey, welcome to 2016." We're coming in 2016.
I think it's only complaint about that is if it's not a big deal. If they want to get married, just don't force somebody to marry you.
Don't force somebody to marry? What do you mean?
Yeah, well, you don't go to a church and go, well, I want you to marry me. And the church goes no, and then you sue them saying...
Oh, yeah, no. If the church...
You don't force...
I think the church can still say no, like if they want to.
Just saying. That's my only thing. I don't
think you should force anybody to do anything.
Exactly. Okay, Earls. There's a new Earls in Calgary, and I guess this is starting to take place in quite a few areas around North America.
It's got a lot of buzz, a lot of radio talk and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's a significant thing. Earls has decided to do away with tipping and charge you a 16% hospitality fee.
Have they gone away with tipping completely? I don't think because they can't stop you from tipping.
Oh, okay. They can't stop you from tipping. What they actually say is no tipping required, and they just charge you 16%.
But what they've done, this is how I view it, and from what I've heard, a lot of people are mad about it, and I'm going, well, because I've worked in that industry, and the wages between bartenders, servers, and cooks is totally skewed. Cooks get paid more per hour, yes, but when you look at there's no server who makes their hourly wage at all. All servers are walking, especially in busy places, a couple $100 a day.
Yep. They're
walking out with tips. Now, what Earls has done is said, hey, everybody in this restaurant makes your experience good. They're old way. I'm not sure how Earls did it, but the restaurants that I worked in were, if you were a server, you would have to pay out a certain amount percentage to the kitchen, and every week the kitchen would get a little bit of a little tip pool. Now, what they're saying is that we're taking all of this 16%. And we're dividing it amongst everybody evenly. So, I'm whatever. I think it's cool to try. You can still tip your server above that if you think they're good.
Yeah.
You can give them $10 if you think your server is great.
Yeah.
Throw them a tenner. What they're saying is, hey,
you don't have.
There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes. Dishwashers, busboys, managers. Well, I don't know if the managers get it, but people who aren't directly helping you. That help make your experience good.
Because depending on who's doing the tipping is, I'll tip for an experience. I'll also tip for good food, but I won't tip for bad service.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing. But didn't they say that if you have a bad experience, you can call a manager over and be like,
well, yeah.
Hey, something bad.
But
I think it's good because then you're getting... As a restaurant, you're getting more feedback from your customer because you're putting this on the check. Now, if you have a bad experience, now you're automatically paying 16%. You're going to be like, "Hey,
true.
I had a bad experience." That gives feedback to the restaurant, makes them better.
Hopefully,
you know what I mean. So I think it's good. I think it's cool to see. I think we should see where it's.
I think it is an interesting idea. In Australia, they actually don't tip.
I know there's a lot of cultures that consider tipping rude.
Yes, in all of Australia, is nobody tips. It's if you work in the industry, you work because you want. That's where you want to work.
Yeah.
You don't make minimum wage like you do here. It's you guys are they're paid a decent wage and you get a hospitality charge or something like that.
Yeah.
But the restaurants and stuff are treated more like.
Business, factories.
If you want good people to stay, you got to pay them better instead of you got to work hard and smile and flash the occasional titty type thing.
Yeah, puts the focus more on service and stuff like that. So
hopefully it does.
Hopefully, I think it's something to watch for sure.
unfortunately, the counterpoint to this whole thing is Earls tends to be a high-class restaurant. So,
I don't know if it's a high-class restaurant.
Okay. We may not consider it high-class, but
it's not a family restaurant, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not a family restaurant.
It's not where I'm taking my kids if I want to go for a meal. I'm taking them to Denny's or Boston Pizza.
See, I never understood Boston Pizza.
My kid loves that shit.
If he loves it, that's his choice. I just never understood that as a family restaurant. Okay, done. Yeah, okay. You beat me to that one. Okay, yeah, he actually beat me to a couple.
Outsmarted you. Yeah.
So,
chalk one up for Barry.
A gathering cabal of monks released 600 lobsters that they purchased into the wilds with the help of the local fishermen in Newfoundland.
If they bought them, they can do whatever they want with them.
Yeah, exactly. I guess monks, during a certain time of year, they tried to create harmony and help animals in such a way. So what they did is they bought all these lobsters and actually went to the fishermen that fished these lobsters.
And said, release them so you can catch them again.
Well, they said, can you help us? And the fishermen were like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, we're doing this. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll help you. And they took them out and they showed them this is where you need to release them. Yeah, okay, they're going to catch them again. Yeah, but, okay, the fact that the fishermen didn't laugh at them. And
they're going to be like, now we know where all the lobsters are. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's good.
It's good is right. It's almost, you would think like the Onion would give like something like that.
That's
you would think like that's
there.
Onion news right there because you're like, really? No, come on.
Okay. In Iowa, in one of the cities, they have this parade, a neighborhood parade called the Doodoo Parade, which is poo-poo, basically.
The Doodoo Parade.
It's supposed to be funny, right? Now, there are no limitations to what you're allowed to do in this parade. It's just a little...
Are you talking like a float with a big shitter on it that's clear that you're just dropping the deuce into? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, no, it's called the Doodoo Parade, and what it is the neighborhoods, the neighbors, they do little floats around, just making fun and stuff like that. They didn't actually show any of the actual floats in the parade except for one.
Because they were probably all inappropriate.
They could be, but apparently nobody's taken offense until now. One neighbor, of course, he was he had his car, he had a mangled bike taped to the front of his hood and a biker floating over the top of his car, and on the side of his doors he said, please watch yourself on the roads, right? You know, and people are like, oh, that's offensive. It's like,
it's funny.
Yeah, I think it's actually rather funny. And it's a valid point. It's like, bikers, if people on bicycles, if they want to use the road, you have to follow the rules of the road.
Just remember, if you're on a bike, it doesn't matter if you're dead right or dead wrong. You're still dead. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so another one. A mother gets 6 years probation for having a party with her daughter and friends and a naked game of Twister.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Were these people of age?
No.
Oh.
Her daughter was just under 18. Her friends were just under 18. They all been drinking. Okay. They all played a naked game of Twister, and I guess the mom decided to take one of the boys to bed. And got 6 years probation for
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Get out of my house. You don't need to be in my house. That's all that that's what like the law. That's the law that makes me angry. Is that they're in their house, they're doing their own thing. It was consensual sex and it was consensual game of Twister, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Like it doesn't seem like anybody's mad about this. Well, the whole nobody involved is like you raped me, you violated me. Everybody's
no. There were no
partying.
Accusations of
we were
rape
partying. We were having a good time, and
yeah,
who cares? Consensual, done. Don't get out. You know.
Okay. 3,200 people stripped down to nothing. Absolutely nothing. All shapes and sizes. Got painted different shades of blue for a live art project in England called the Sea. In a city in England called Hull. And the project is called Sea of Halls. And I've seen a couple of the shoots from it. And it's really, really striking. All these naked bodies just... and one of them, they're all laying down to make what looked like a wave in front of a fountain. Another one was all these guys, naked bodies, just standing up to look like a wave in front of an apartment complex, and it was very, very striking. So
Interesting.
Very, very interesting, actually. And the big phase that's going around, Pokemon Go.
Oh my goodness, Pokemon Go. Not available in Canada, it's not. You can't download the app, but you can get it by.
It's not legally available
by switching your some settings to US or somehow. I haven't done it, but
I haven't done it either.
When it comes to Canada, my wife and kid will probably want to play it, so I'll go chasing Pokemon, whatever. But I understand people are getting hit by cars and not paying attention. Well, you're dumb, and that's that. Like, here's your sign. Here you go. Darwin Awards. Here you go. If you're gonna run out into traffic,
I never even thought about the Darwin Awards. If
you're gonna run out into traffic, catch a Pokemon, Pikachu, Kapuchapuru, or whatever, go ahead. Get hit by a car. You don't deserve to be on the world. I'm sorry. It's rude. It is
rude, but it's a valid point. It's like if you're going to be sitting at your phone, watching your phone instead of watching where you're going,
and you get smacked because you're in traffic. Wow.
Yeah. Now there have been some interesting things. Like there's been a police station in Australia that has an unusually high volume of traffic now because people are going inside to the police station.
Yeah, because you hear there's rare things everywhere.
The police are saying, "Oh, you don't have to come in. You just have to get close."
Yeah.
And there's been people. What was it? Somebody found a dead body in a river.
Yeah, I heard that.
Looking for Pokemon.
I think it's cool because it gets people out. It gets people up and moving. And there's been like meetup groups.
Yep.
Of people getting together and like meeting up and playing the game. Like I heard one person was doing a meetup. They expected like 12 people. There was like 500 people or something like that. And It was crazy. So it's cool. I think it's great. Like it's probably going to be fun. Like I'll go chase around Pokemons just for fun. I'll be at work and I'll chase a Pokemon around.
There's this guy who says, "I went for a 5K walk today."
Yeah.
It's like,
and you don't even realize it.
I was just chasing Pokemon.
I was chasing Pokemon.
5K, and it was like,
next thing you know, it's dinner time. Yeah. Next thing you know, you're fucking in Edmonton because you're chasing Pikachu, and you're like,
now I've heard some creative people. There's already been cheaters, but somebody actually attached his phone to a drone and flew it where he needed it to go.
Oh, come on. That takes the fun out of it.
Well, kind of, sort of, but, the important thing, and everybody is saying this, watch where you're going, don't trespass.
Don't Pokemon and drive.
Don't Pokemon and drive.
Pay attention.
And be careful.
Have fun, though.
Make sure people know where you're going to. Because unfortunately, there's been...
People use it to like lure people. Oh, there's a rare Pokemon over here. Come get it, and then they rob you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's always bad examples.
Don't Pokemon at night. Pokemon in well lit areas. What else? Don't Pokemon and drive. Get drunk in Pokemon, but don't drive. Yep. Hey, that'd be fun. Pokemon drinking. Hey. I'm sure there's a drinking game for Pokemon.
I'm sure you could make a drinking game, actually.
If not, when Pokemon comes to Canada, I'm going to invent it.
Yeah, there we go. And unfortunately, from the lighter side to the negative side, is there's been a coup in Turkey so far, or an attempted
coup. Apparently, the military is trying to overthrow the government. That's
part of the military is trying to overthrow the government. It's a quick little discussion here, simply because Turkey is just one of those places that we don't know enough.
I don't even know what their government is about. What kind of I know they're a democratic country.
Yeah, but we just don't know enough about them to make any kind of opinion about it, and we can make educated guesses about things, but we try not to because, well...
It's just an interesting headline that you don't really see that too much in today's world.
A little bit of a coup or a coup attempt, we're not sure at this point in time.
Well, the Prime Minister said it's not a coup attempt, but...
Yeah, exactly.
It sure looks like it from the outside. It sure looks like something funky going on. Driving tanks down the main streets and telling everybody
off major roads, telling everybody to stay inside, jet fighters flying over.
Hey, America, look at Turkey. That's what's going to be happening to you guys soon. When Donald Trump wins the president of the United States.
You think so?
I don't know. I feel sorry for them down there. I look at them and I go, oh my goodness. I look at America right now and I think, you know that drunk uncle at the weddings when you see them?
Yep.
That's what America is right now. You're going, you were cool, and now, at the beginning of the night, they're cool. You're like, yeah, I'm going to hang out with... And then later on, you're like, ooh, I'm going to go over here now. And that's what we're doing as Canada. We're going, get us out of here. Cut the fucking border off.
We've got to build a wall. You can't pay for it.
That's right. We're going to build a wall and make you pay for it, Trump. Eat your own words, bitch.
Yeah, well,
that's it for headlines.
That's it. So, join us on the rest of the week, where on Tuesday we're going to be talking about police shootings and whether or not they're...
We're going to give our opinions on this whole Black Lives Matter, police shooting, all that stuff. We're going to talk a little bit about that tomorrow. That's Tuesday.
Yeah.
And on Wednesday, we're going to talk a little bit about...
referendums. And whether or not our voting system...
Do we need more of them?
Well, I think so, but find out Wednesday.
Find out Wednesday, guys.
What we actually say.
The suspense is killing you. I can see it. I can see it. Hey, pick up that thing behind you while you're at it, okay? And click the subscribe button.
Yes.
Go to the Facebook. Click the like button. Go to Twitter. Click the heart. Go to iTunes. Click the subscribe. And then you'll be up to date.
Click, 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 click.
A whole bunch of clicking.
Click, 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 click. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.